Hi, this is the intro. So today's a special episode where we're going to have a special message from Doug. Later in the show, we're going to talk about AMD's new gazillion core CPU versus Intel's new gazillion core CPU. So some of you guys go ahead and get your lotion ready because I know what you do at home. You have dry hands. Right now, we're going to do a little special segment where we talk about The Witcher as a TV show. Now, this piece of media, I guess it is now, this piece of art or whatever, started off as a book. And then it became a video game, and the show is going to be based on the book. They're working with the author of the book rather than working with the guys who made the video game. It's sort of going to fill the void that Game of Thrones will leave. And it's going to be made by Netflix, and one of the other things is one of the guys who's in charge of this. I looked at some of the other people who were in charge of this, but the one name that jumped out at me was one of the guys who's working on The Expanse, or worked with The Expanse. So that's a cool thing, that was a good show. We want to know what you guys think as far as the casting goes. We were going to cast Geralt, but unfortunately, Geralt has already been cast, guys.
Who cast Geralt?
Right there he is. Yep. Nicolas Cage is going to be Geralt. Yep. Look at that. Perfect.
Wow.
Yeah. Nicolas Cage. Perfect. But if it wasn't Nicolas Cage,
On the off chance it's not Nicolas Cage.
who are you going to pick?
Our pick is Nikolaj Coster-Waldau. For those of you that don't know, he's Jaime Lannister in Game of Thrones. And he's just perfect. He's got that leading man potential. He's good at one-liners.
That's my thing with him.
He's hunky enough to be Geralt,
I think my main thing with him is that there's a lot of people who are throwing out a bunch of different names, and they fit the gruffness. They've got the hi, I'm the Witcher, like from the video game. I've got this stupid voice that doesn't make any sense. I should go do
Batman.
Movie narration. Yeah. So I feel like the main thing that the Witcher needs is he needs to be tough as fuck, but he also needs to be somewhat wry. And he needs to be able to have those Indiana Jones or just Harrison Ford style one-liners,
Yeah.
No ticket, that kind of thing,
So I was originally a proponent for Christopher Lambert of the Highlander fame, but that got shot down for Nikolaj because he's better.
Yeah, I mean Raiden versus Jaime Lannister, I don't know. All right, next up, we're recasting all the Game of Thrones characters in this. This is your pick here for Triss.
Triss, yes.
Yeah.
Sophie Turner, she's already got the hair for it. She's a good enough actress.
I'm going to get off the path a little bit here.
Her.
So now for Yennefer, you've picked...
Yeah, so I picked Katie McGrath, who, if you don't know, she's currently playing Lena Luthor in Supergirl. She was also in Merlin and a bunch of other things, and Jurassic World. I like her. She's got that kind of sassy attitude, that kind of don't take no guff from no man kind of feel for it. I think she plays ladies that have positions of power pretty well.
I feel like she's got the sass. I feel like she's tough, but I think she's more cute. I don't know when she enters a room, her presence is not as big.
They're not like, oh my god, Katie McGrath just walked in. Is that what you're saying? Christy Mitchell.
Pretty much
an actress in something.
Almost unknown. She's been in a few different things here and there, but she's got a really striking gaze. Pretty good actress. And if you find her in something, it's you can go even look on YouTube. It's hard to find her in an acting clip, but if you've seen some of these movies she's in, whatever the fuck these movies are, I had to go look up scenes, and after watching a few scenes, I'm like, I think she could do it. But I think she has the presence that's needed to play Yennefer, because you need to be pretty tough to She call Geralt on his shit. She's the one who, Geralt has all these flings and stuff, but she's the one, for
Ciri.
Yeah, for Ciri.
Yeah, Ciri, Daisy Ridley, who, if you've been under a rock, is Rey in Star Wars, and why don't you know this? How are you even watching this channel and don't know that? What are you doing?
She's got that sort of tough, childish grit. If that makes any sense.
Super strong action girl feel to her. Look at that action girl face she's got going right there. No, I just feel like she can kick ass really hard.
I'll go with that.
Yeah.
Liam Neeson.
Yes, Liam Neeson for anything.
Yeah, we just put him in this. He can be Yesemir. He can be. Who else could he be? Let's get the
Hell, he could be Yennefer if he really wanted to. Liam Neeson can just be in this movie as Liam Neeson, or in this show as Liam Neeson for all I care. He could just show up and be like, "Where's my daughter?"
Either one of these two, Yesemir or Emir.
No, Emir needs to be played by one person.
There's only one person that can play that, right?
Yeah.
Jeremy Irons. Yes.
I know in the game and stuff they don't really have the voice for it, but come on. Who doesn't love Jeremy Irons' voice?
Yeah.
He played that evil sorcerer in the Dungeons and Dragons movie. He was Scar in Lion King.
Right.
He was a bad dude in Die Hard. Come on. He is really good at being a jerk.
Well, something about him is he's not just a tough, stoic, bad, sinister type character. There's also something slightly charming about him, and that's what makes him really interesting, because he's like really serious, and at the same time, you can almost hear a smirk in his speech, even if he's not displaying one.
I mean, he could sit down and read me the phone book, and I would be like, "This is the most magical thing I've ever witnessed." Like, I just want to hear him say stuff all the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then I forgot what you had her for.
Oh, Lauren Cohen was on the off chance that any of the other actresses couldn't make it. She would fill in for them as X.
Yep. So who would you guys pick?
We want to know.
Yep. Knowing that Nicolas Cage is Geralt.
Yep.
100% confirmed by.
100%.
I got a phone call earlier from the bank that told me that.
Yeah, we called Netflix and asked them.
Oh, that's Netflix, not the bank.
They said you could take that all the way to the bank, though.
All right. Yeah. Next up, Pathfinder here.
Oh, we're on to gaming now.
Yep. So
Yes.
there's going to be a Pathfinder RPG. We're doing all the fun stuff first, and we'll get the technology stuff here in just a minute. So
yeah, now you have to watch
Pathfinder
me.
video game coming out,
It's
isometric.
CRPG, as they're calling it. Computer RPG. So, Pathfinder is a role-playing game.
There'll never be a Castles and Crusades video game.
No,
That's
there
sad.
won't. It's really
Be a
sad.
Zweihander one though.
There will be a Zweihander game. So, if you're not familiar with the role-playing game, Pathfinder is a offshoot of 3.5 Dungeons and Dragons. When they switched over 4th edition, this came into being. So,
Fourth was
garbage.
3.5 was almost easy mode, and then fourth was like goofy mode.
Yeah. The big thing about this is that they got Chris Alvalone writing for it. This is going to be based off of the Kingmaker Pathfinder module, which was one of their first modules that they put out, and it was widely regarded as one of their better ones. So you're going to actually be able to play through this whole storyline, and what they're shooting for is a game that they feel that people that are role-playing vets of like actual pen and paper are going to enjoy it because of the systems that they're going to be using. They're basing it on the actual Pathfinder system, and they think that they want to do it so that also people that really enjoy video game RPGs are going to be able to come in here and be like, whoa, this is different and new, but I really like it. So
if you look at the list of games here, even Prey's on the list, but a ginormous list of really awesome RPGs, starting at Fallout 2, well, Starfleet Academy even back in '97, but all the way to Planescape Torment is one of his big ones that had an amazing story based on the Planescape universe.
Protocol.
Yeah, just
Fallout New Vegas.
Look at this thing here.
FTL.
Yeah, FTL Advanced
Pillars of
Edition.
Eternity. Pillars of Eternity was awesome.
Yeah, we just started playing that at home. And so the thing I'm worried about here is like, well, I'm not worried about. I'm just wondering, because half of his games are like turn-based isometric, and the other half of his games are like the standard Obsidian style. Push spacebar to pause and just keep action combat. So I'm wondering which way they're going to go with that. I'm kind of hoping they go turn-based because it'll be more true to the pen and paper.
That's what I want out of this too.
But it will break up
turn-based.
it will break up the gameplay, and maybe that can pull some people out of it when they like combat. Oh, now we're in like a isometric turn-based thing instead of just like a play. But I love that for this kind of a game. So let's wait and see what happens there.
I'm excited about it. Oh, and there's the main pitch. You can go there if you want to sign up for a mailing list about it, and they got some screenshots and stuff on it too.
Links on the website, crit.tv. Overwatch, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's not really Overwatch. It's Blizzard. Blizzard is trying to create the Major League Gaming.
Owl.
Major, yeah.
The Overwatch League is and a World Cup. But the problem is that right now, sponsorship in the league is roughly like $2 million.
No, 20 million.
20 million. I'm sorry. Yeah, 20 million. So teams are like, fuck no.
Well, it's
dropping out before it even starts.
They're trying to create the new NBA, NFL type thing.
Yeah.
The teams are going to be based on cities, not like hey, we're the the whatever elite squad or something like that. It's not like that anymore.
We're the Portland Pharaohs.
Yeah, now that's what it's going to be versus the Seattle Flaming Egos or something. I don't know. Egos.
The Seattle Symmetras.
Yeah, exactly. In order to get into that $20 million, and it'll be like a thing you see on ESPN and that sort of thing. But we're gonna have team owners now. It's gonna be just like a regular team, and this is the first step in that direction that we've seen any major company take. The weird thing for me is that Blizzard is in control of Major League Gaming. They are also like gonna benefit enormously from the games that are chosen, because normally when you got NFL and football, someone doesn't own football, someone doesn't own basketball, but they own Overwatch. But you know what I mean? Like,
there's not. I'm John Basketball, owner of basketball. Anytime you say the word basketball, I get $1. That doesn't happen.
So Blizzard's going to be benefiting from all directions.
Plus, they just did that thing to get Destiny 2 to PC too, but exclusively through the Battle Store.
Exclusive
the Blizzard Store, not Battle.net.
Shitty console.
It's always going to be Battle.net. Thank you very much. I don't care what they say. It's Battle.net for me.
FOB slider, anybody?
Yep.
So I don't know how I feel about. Well, I know I don't like the fact that Blizzard's in control of this, and I don't like the fact that they're calling it Major League Gaming. That just bothers me personally. If it was an independent Major League Gaming thing, that had a lower entry fee, maybe that would be cool. But they're looking at the big picture here, and they're saying we're going to jump in right now and just take over.
Yep.
Is it going to happen? Is ESPN going to let this happen? Are there going to be people who start huge teams and spend $20 million? Who knows? And then that goes in with our article a few months ago, or a few weeks ago, or whatever, about the colleges who are giving scholarships. Yeah. So it's the next thing. Yep. Anyway, I wonder what you guys think. Sorry, we're not dedicating more to hardware, but there's a gazillion shows on the internet. To talk about hardware, I want to talk about AMD unveiling their new 16-core Threadripper. That's how you say it correctly, the Threadripper. Anyway, 16 cores, 32 threads, rumored 3.6 gigahertz, and that is a direct answer to Intel's new upcoming Core i9 12-core, but that one goes up to 4.3, so it'll probably be faster. What I'm thinking about right here is, what is the price going to be? If AMD can bring their ridiculous 16 core to the market at a price point that is lower than Intel's, and we're at a price point right now where we're talking like servers, and we're not talking about like general home use. It's also a new motherboard and stuff like that, so it's totally different than what just came out here with Ryzen. Yeah, if this thing is priced right, it's gonna disrupt, and then Intel's gonna be like, what the fuck, Jesus, what the that'd be nice for making my music too, if I can get my hands on one of those things. The music software just scales with the cores, man. The more instruments you add, the more cores it uses. It's beautiful. Lovely. Let's have a word from Doug.
Most koalas have chlamydia.
Don't know if that's fascinating or disturbing. Alright, HP is unveiling the world's largest single memory computer. 160 terabytes of memory. That's a lot of RAM. That's a ridiculous amount of RAM. Enough to, analyze 160 million books all at the same time. And the point here is, right now there's just so much data that you could throw all the processing power in the world, but if we shift the focus over to memory, then we can really start to analyze a lot of this data. NSA is going to love this stuff, but we're basically drowning in data death. And there may be answers out there that we're unable to solve, or problems that we're unable to solve because we just have too much data. Processing power, who cares? Right, ARM is working with some US researchers. What does that word researchers mean? They're developing a tiny chip that will go into your maybe cerebral cortex and your brain, they're saying in your brain. But the idea is they'll be able to put a chip inside your head that interfaces with your nervous system, your spinal column, and your brain. And this can really help to either cure or solve a lot of the problems that go along with, paralyzed people, have Parkinson's, maybe Alzheimer's, stroke, people who, have, part of their nervous system doesn't work anymore, they have impaired movement due to a stroke or something like that. It can really help that. But they're working together with US researchers. Not sure what that means. They're not just taking the signals coming from the brain and sending those out to the rest of the body through the nervous system. They're not taking those instructions. They're also feeding stuff back into the brain. Now, guys, any of our audience members out there know anything about technology, they know everything can be hacked. And what I'm thinking is, you get a brain implant, someone hacks this thing, and the next thing you know, you're doing some kind of funny dance in public and you don't mean to. Or you're launching missiles. Who knows what it could possibly be. I don't even need tinfoil for this. So anyway, human brain implants could be coming in the next few years. They said 10-year project, but could be sooner than that. And last thing I want to talk about, a little hat off to Lego for reaching 100% renewable energy. They built themselves a Lego turbine right there. It's the world's biggest Lego brick turbine, as according to the Guinness Book of World Records. That's kind of a weird statistic. It's not the biggest turbine. Now the Legos, Lego can just have anything. It could be you can make anything out of Lego. Even if you make something weird, like the biggest Lego booger. World record right there. World records are kind of ridiculous. It's all about if you want to pay for them or not. Oh, let's see what everybody's playing. Got some games, guys. Let's go see what everybody's playing right now. That's interesting. It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
But what are you playing?
Right now I'm playing Hollow Knight.
These animations are pretty.
Oh, it's a gorgeous looking game. But this lady thinks I'm a ghost and she's angry at me.
Alright, so what kind of game is this?
It's a Metroidvania style game. Repeat things, gain new moves that gain you new power to get to new areas, stuff like that. Be fun.
It kind of reminds me of Ori and the Blind Forest in a way.
A little bit.
But it looks like you have more moves and power-ups in that one. That game didn't have as much as far as the combat goes.
Combat's pretty simple in this one.
Yeah. When
you hit guys, you collect souls, and then you can use those to either spend on healing or
power moves
or blast attack.
Nice.
So far, I'm sure you can spend on other stuff later, but this is as far as I've gotten. Oh, she's mad. Oh, what is this? Hi, how's it going? What was that? Ooh,
we got a cloak.
Press RT, okay. Uh-oh. That looks bad. Looks like I'm going to the principal's office or something. I also really dig the fact that you can just cut down scenery pieces like this as you go through.
You just mow everything over.
Yep, completely unnecessary, doesn't do anything. Who would enjoy this game? Pretty much anyone that likes, you know, kind of action, hack and slash adventure games like this. I've honestly appreciated this because it's not over the top difficult for no reason. I've been playing a lot of games recently that are just like Dark Souls for the sake of being Dark Souls.
Right, you enjoy punishment, right? Yeah.
Yeah, like let's just punish you as much as we can. Like the other Troidsylvania, the game that I've been playing like this, is a lot more punishing than this one. And so this has been a nice kind of refreshing break because I've just been able to enjoy what's going on instead of being like, well, how the fuck is this killing me every 30 seconds, which I appreciate. It's challenging in the sense that it's a puzzle, not a we're being dicks for the sake of being dicks, because that seems to be what people really like in games right now, is when they're dicks to you.
All right, so that's pretty much it. This week we were on our last week of our regular schedule, but be sure to watch Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Saturday morning is going to be your new fun place right here with me and the Crit Show and everybody else goofing off, and you know, maybe get naked and rubbing salve all over our bodies, whatever we do. It's the weekend. You can do anything you want. It's the rules I've made up just now. All right, everybody, subscribe, or I will come to your house and I will mix up the thickest pudding ever, and I'll put like 4 jars of peanut butter in it on top of that, and then I'll make you eat it in under 3 minutes. Good luck. All right, we'll see you guys in the comments. Get a t-shirt, guys. You guys don't even understand like how comfortable these are. Go ask someone. They'll tell you. All right, guys, we'll see you in the comments on the website, and new streaming schedule coming soon. We'll be on Twitch a lot more because YouTube is kind of... Bye-bye.